Oh Lord, I'm trying to do it. Yeah, got me on this bike this morning, but I'm trying to make it. Try to do 5 minutes at least. I don't know if I'm gonna last that long, but I'm trying. Trying to get my little Burberry, and whatever them little weight loss things on. Trying to see if I can do it. Yep. Been following this case, this Karmelo Anthony case. Yeah, this 3-in-1 bike, I can do it. I can lean back, I can ride the bike, I can do the not the treadmill. The elliptical. I can do whichever one I want, so I'm gonna lean back and talk. But like I was saying, I've been following this Karmelo Anthony case that I've seen several different videos. One was with him, and looked like he was being surrounded by the boys. Kind of was blurry. Then it was one a little bit more clearer, where it shows where he was pushed by the deceased. And I don't really have a win in the fight or argument, but I do have a voice. And my voice is both of them were wrong. Both of them had the chance to think. Both of them acted out of male testosterone, if that's what y'all want to call it, whatever. But it's the stand my ground reality of the state. Neither one of them wanted to back up. So the outcome of what we wanted to be on either side. They didn't want him dead, and we don't want Karmelo just threw away for nothing. I mean, it was a horrible incident. It was an incident that could have been prevented. Because said Austin went and talked to someone in charge, he wouldn't have never been there. When Karmelo said, do it again and see what happened, and instead of doing what he did, he should call somebody and went and got him some help. But he didn't do it. So now what we got? A country that's divided, that's being taken over by other nationalities, and we sitting up here bickering and arguing back and forth. Black and white people been in America for at least 500 years together. It was the black people of America that went over there and helped the people of England or Europe or whatever you want to say. And the reason how I know that, because they end up trying to take over America. And that's what happens. They do it all the time. So, they wasn't by no happy chance. They ran across it. No. They went over there to help them because Europe was smelling so bad. They went over there to help them. And once they did what they did, they got, they had 800 years of reign. And once they got to where they could sit with them and eat with them and drink with them, they took it over. And now, this is what we face. So they came over here and they started doing what they do, as usual. And the reason why we at war now with the other countries, like the shithole countries they talking about, who want to come over with the Sharia law and all that, which is a slow-going process, if you ask me. And now, they want to say, well, let's focus on this with the Karmelo Anthony and with this other stuff going on with the young man who got shot in the back by that Chinaman. Now, we wouldn't have these problems. We had problems amongst ourselves already. But we didn't have these many problems until they started bringing these other groups over here. And you ain't going to be able to tell it because they got so much other fluff in between it. But all you got to think about is how the system is built and what's going on in the system. America was paying taxes to London or Europe. Remember they said, the Boston Tea Party said, no, we ain't doing it no more. That's because the white man that got in power in Europe first. Once he got empowered in Europe, he came for America. And that's usually how it goes. And this is what we facing now. That's why you got the Ilhams and the Zorons and all the rest of the people getting in office. Because they setting up to take over America. But at the end of the day, we got these people running around here want to argue and fight over some bullshit. While these people coming in trying to take over our country. Yes, that's what I said, our country. They know this country belongs to us. They know 99% of us are the indigenous of this land. No, it wasn't America at first. I can't tell you what it was, but I bet you it wasn't America. I bet you that. You know, they stand, they claim, they state, they claim, and they change the name. But at the end of the day, we, as a people and as a nation, have to come together. Now, we went over there to help them. They came over here, we welcomed them in, and they did to us exactly what Zoran and Ilhan is trying to do now. They're going to flip America from the inside out and turn it into a Muslim country. Like they did over there in Europe. They started there first, and now they came here. But America opened the door for this. The leadership we have in America, they put in all these people in power. If you look at it and you think back, they put Saddam in power. What happened with that? Now we find out they the one put the Muslim in power in Iran. But you can put them in power, but you can't take them out. You put the people in power over there in Israel. You put them in power. But you still got to back them to back the fuck down. So tell me what y'all doing. Are y'all really running this motherfucking country? And when I say the country, I mean the world. Are you really running it? Or are y'all just sitting here playing fucking games with us? Making it seem like it. Because a motherfucker, if I put a motherfucking power, when I say get the fuck down, you getting the fuck down. Because I'm going to put you there. I got all the power. That means you getting your ass down. But that's not what's happening. That's not, they standing up to these motherfuckers. And they not budging. So who really has the power? The white man who stood on our neck for the last 20, 40,000 years. And when I say 20, 40,000 years, because you don't know what day it is. You just know what day they told you. You don't know how old you is. You just know what they said. You know, they done changed so much shit, you don't know nothing. All you know that there's a God, because you seen the work of your life, and that you're alive. And this earth is real. That's all you know, even if it is earth.
I don't care.
You see this? I can't even make a video. I got to get in the middle of my grandbabies. Y'all stop. Y'all see grandma making this video. Now don't make grandma act ugly. It's my remote, so it don't matter. Put the remote down. Black, put something on there for both of them. But yeah. So, I don't understand what's the problem. Ilhan should be in jail. Zoran should not be mayor, and no other person that's not a part who haven't been in this country for at least 4 or 500 centuries. 4 or 5 centuries. You know, if you ain't been in this country at least 4, I give you 3 centuries. To be fair, that's 100 years, 300 years. Okay, but if you ain't been in this country and you just got here doing migration, the great migration, you need to sit down. You don't have a win in this fight, and you're not taking over America, because we waking up. And brother, they want to drop the ball and add all these data centers and all that other stuff they doing. That's on them. Because at the end of the day, God told me 2 words, and I believe him. He told me I was going to be triumphant, and I was going to be a conqueror. And I'm fighting this battle every step of the way. Every day I talk to my Father. I ain't talking about Jesus' Father. I'm talking about my Father, the real Father, the real Creator. I don't have nothing bad to say about Jesus, because I've worshiped him for years. But what I do know is that he ain't never did nothing that I needed him to do when I needed to be done when it comes to black people. So I'm going where I know I'm going to get some results at. I'm going to the Father. If Father God telling me he want Jesus to know, he'll tell him, because that's his son. But right now, we got to stop playing games, people. We got to stop sitting up here trying to figure out who got what got what, because it don't matter. If you got $1 billion or $1, you can have $1 billion motherfucking pennies and 1 penny. It doesn't matter. They coming for us all. They coming for us all. They using all these other people to break us down, and then they stand behind them like they doing something. But we got to stand, people, and we ain't got to fight. All we got to do is come together, pray together, love on each other, and stop hurting each other. That's what we got to do. Ain't no sense in fighting them because ain't no win in the fight. They got all the bombs. They got all the militaries. All my boys from ICU, who or whatever their name, IUC or whatever, that's coming up, standing up. I appreciate it. But nah, y'all not going to die because we going to need y'all down the line. What we going to do is keep on snapping, and we going to keep letting the Lord hear us and let them know we walking with him and we trying to get away. We don't need a king. All we need is Almighty Creator. That's all we want is Almighty Creator. And things going to start changing. It ain't about going to church. It's about finding God in your heart and connecting your spirit. That's what it's about. Or in your spirit and connecting your heart. But either way it go. Let's turn back. Let's turn back down even when you're drinking. Have time for God. He said, "Knowledge me in all thy ways. Lean not to your own understanding. And he'll direct thy path." That's what he said. Look it up for yourself. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. All you got to do is look it up. So even if you're drinking, even if you're smoking, with a gun in your hand, with a gun pointed at your back, pray. Talk to God. Put it in his hand. I ain't telling you not to defend yourself, because I would be wrong, because I'm going to defend me to the best of my ability. But what I am saying is have mercy on us as a people. Give us grace. Sit down when you see your brother. Text it out. Stop shooting it out. Find a text group. Get in it. Develop one. And start talking about what's going on. You can't bring back the bodies that's gone. You can't. And ain't nothing you gonna do to bring them back. You can kill 1 million people and they'll still be gone. And then you're gonna kill yourself for what? A lot of these men left babies and stuff. If you want to do something there, start being a father figure. Start helping them babies figure out right from wrong. That's all it takes. All it takes is us to find a way to help each other. It ain't hard. It's just a start. Just stop all that shoot unnecessarily killing each other. We need all the bodies we can get. If we can get 3 or 4, we'll take that too. That's right. If we can get 3 or 4 per minute, I ain't talking about like 3 or 4. But every day, if 3 or 4 people just start thinking, before you know it, there's 3 or 4 more. It's time to come together, people. And I'm telling you this for real, for real. It's not a joke. It's not a game. It's not just I want to be famous or whatever. It's time to come together. We need each other more than y'all want to admit. We need each other more than y'all want to be aware of. A lot of y'all know, but a lot of y'all want to play games. We can't afford to keep playing games. We need each other. And it ain't about no food. Because you can survive off bread and water. People did it in jail for years. Hell, I survived as a kid making dough and pancakes. So, and that ain't nothing but water and flour. Cooked in some grease. Because I didn't have nothing else to go with it. Made me serve with sugar if I had the sugar. If not, I just ate the pancakes, drunk water. But I survived. And guess what? I didn't even go to the hospital talking about, oh, I might have diabetes. Oh, I might out. No. I barely even got a cold. So, let's just turn back, though. I'm not going to be long-winded with it. I ain't going to talk your head off. But it's time to rise, my people. And it's time to rise positively. It's time for each one to teach one, each one to reach one, and each one to figure it out with the other one. Let's be compassionate. Let's be forgiving. And let's be, what you would say, compromise. Let's compromise. You want to stay on your block, I'll stay on my block. You don't cross me, I don't cross you. enough money in this country for everybody. They show it to you all the time. Look at old Dusty. He a billionaire. Now he a trillionaire. No, he was a billionaire. Now he a trillionaire. He wasn't even born in this country. He come from Africa. You know that little musky man. Yeah, him. So come on. It's enough money for everybody. Y'all fighting over drugs? Come to an agreement. You sell on this block, I sell on this one. Y'all talking, arguing over colors? Everybody wear neutral colors. If you're mad or upset about somebody that perhaps already got killed or terminated, then I'm not going to take your feelings from you and tell you you're wrong. But what I am going to tell you is save your life in honor of them, and spare another life in honor of them who fell on their side. We have to learn to come together and compromise. It could only go as far as we allowed to go. If we keep letting them win, they're going to keep winning. If we don't come together by any means necessary, they're going to keep digging. God is already showing He on our side. We just got to get up and do what's right. We got to stop letting them dictate to us. All this, so where you finna go? Excuse me. Huh?
Yeah, I left my controllers here.
Oh, and now, okay, that's my baby. She going on home. All right, I'll talk to you later. Stop and see about done.
Who? I'm stuff at the crib. I came to get my controllers. I just came and get the controllers.
So, figure it out, though. I'm not talk too long, but we got to figure it out as a people. And we got to figure out quick. And it's going to take all of us to come together, the black and the white people. But right now, they got us up and on. Like I said, I don't agree with neither one of them. Two wrongs don't make a right on the Karmelo thing. I really hurt for both of them. I'm praying Karmelo get right shape and probably end up with something like manslaughter. Because he had a chance to think. That's true. But in the heat of the moment, he reacted. And it cost that baby his life. So some people say he fell on a knife. Some people say it was just a quick stab. I don't know. I wasn't there. But what I do know is we don't need to keep doing this to each other. We don't need to keep fighting against one another. Because it ain't going to end up. We're not losing God's world for nobody. We don't need no Muhammad to rise. We don't need none of that. I don't care what they say and how they say it. We got our Father. And that's the only Father we need in America, the Almighty Creator. So I'm asking y'all to please pass this video around and try to see if we can get some help. Or if you don't feel like passing mine around, then make one for your friends. But we need to come together, and I'm for real about that. I'm so for real about that. We need to come together, and we need to stop all this. We need to start trying to rebuild our own communities. If each one of us come up with $1, the young man said the same thing I was saying last year, and just put it in the pot, we can start rebuilding. I know a lot of them might try to come up against us, but that's when we're going to have to figure it out. We might have to go to the barter system. But some kind of way, I do know if we make one move toward right, God gonna make 2, 3, or 4. But let's turn around. Let's get this stuff back together. Let's help one another, and let's rebuild. From our hearts to our mind to the outer side, and let's go. Ain't no more time for BS. Ain't no more time for, oh, he did this, she did that, he richer than me, he got. I don't give a fuck what you got. Because if they had that way, they don't knock us all back down. See how they did Kanye. See how they did Chaos. You see how they did oh Lord. Oh, Bill Cosby. Ain't nobody yet went to jail for messing with them little girls with the Epstein file. But they gonna sit up there and put all these people in jail for grown people. But ain't nobody went to jail for the young people. Let's stop playing with ourselves, y'all. And start standing together. One moment at a time. Love y'all. Have peace. Have patience. And have prosperity. Always. Peace.